Tim Tam.
I brought that just for...
Bah.
Hello.
Landlord is a classic pale ale, traditionally brewed using the finest Golden Promise malted barley.
I'm going to put that in the fridge.
Yeah.
Bring in the Golden Promise. Torture.
What?
Oh, Jason Harris doesn't have a glass.
Well, I'll be going.
Session canceled.
Show's canceled.
Canceled!
Get a dump.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I haven't really tried it yet, fam, but I brought that hot sauce.
Oh,
Cool. You haven't tried it yet?
I tried like a little taste of it and eat it on food. I finished it fucking midnight.
if you make your own hot sauce at home, you might live in Fontana.
Oh, you guys. So,
I was like,
If
you.
So I got a dog, as if I haven't been loud enough about that already. But so naturally I'm looking at training videos on YouTube.
Of course you should.
And I found a guy named Zach George. You ever heard of that guy?
Nope.
He's pet training YouTuber, and it's one of those things that he'll do. For example, this one is an 8-minute video, 3.5 minutes of which will be advertising. So he'll be like, "This is a crate, and this is this is the one that I support because it has all these features and blah 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 blah."
What does L do?
And
Fast forward 10 seconds.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know L did
K
that.
goes back.
Keyboard shortcuts that do all sorts of shit.
I had no idea.
K is stop, I think. Yeah, and then L is back. No, it's L is back, and K is stop.
Can you just use the arrow keys?
No, okay, J is back, K is stop, and then L is fast forward.
Which one do you use when you just want to see the titty pop out again?
Titty popping.
Now that's a titty.
You press P
Titty
for
popped
titty
out.
popping.
Titty popped out.
You press
Titty
T
popped
and
That's
then
P.
P.
It's P for pop. But anyways, it's one of those things that his actual content is really great. It's just
You gotta get paid.
Yeah,
Who's
seriously.
this guy? Dog Whisperer?
He doesn't really whisper.
It's ASMR dog videos.
That's
Dog whisper. ASMR dog
You're
videos.
such a good boy.
The dog's like, what?
The 4 Brewers ASMR episode.
Dude, that's Caesar Milan. No, Milan.
Yeah.
He's obviously well known, but he's pretty smart and he knows what he's talking about.
That's the thing. It's that's why this guy kind of pisses me off, because his advice is really good, but he's also very family friendly YouTuber. So it's if you want to get your puppy to quit going pee pee in the house, this is how you're gonna do it. And so it's just the worst kind of YouTuber, and half of it is ads. But what he says is legit, and so I have this internal conflict. And for a while, I'm looking at this dude, and I'm like, you're kind of a creeper. You're kind of creepy looking, and I don't know about your face. But then after a while, I'm like, oh no, you're just a salesman.
For sure.
I only really follow one family friendly YouTuber. There's this science guy, it's Mark Rober or something like that. You see a video where a dude filled the swimming pool with Orbeez? It's that guy. His channel's great.
That's cool.
It's fun for the whole family.
Yeah, I like
Just good science content. He covers his nephews with fucking paint or throws them in a pool of fucking dirt and all sorts of crazy shit.
That's cool.
He made a jacuzzi full of sand, but then if you put fucking air through it at the right concentration, it liquefies, so it's liquid.
That's
so it's
cool.
you could swim in it, and then as soon as you turn the air off, it's you're trapped.
That's pretty rad.
Yeah, it's dope. Yeah, science.
What show are we doing first?
John's whatever all this stuff is.
Why
I don't
are
have
they
any-
all random?
I don't have any carbonated water. John, you don't have any carbonated water of some kind, do you?
Worder.
What flavors of LaCroix do you have?
I don't. John might have some,
Yeah,
but
that's
that's her water.
all right. That'd be good.
Sorry.
You want to put that? We're gonna drink some Dosent.
So this probably ought to go in the fridge, but I'll just wait till there's more room.
Speaking of LaCroix, everywhere sells this multi-pack that's got mostly tangerine in it, and it's who you trying to kid? We don't want the tangerine.
I actually bought some tangerine the other day, and it was one of those. It was it was just enough flavor to make it not feel real LaCroix-y.
It tastes like the pith of the fruit without the juice. I'm like, wow, that tastes like a tangerine except for all the sweet bits.
Except for all the stuff that you won't.
Yeah. But I found that same multi-pack somewhere else. Instead of tangerine, it was grapefruit, which is what everyone wants a lot of.
Oh, grapefruit?
Yeah,
Fruit.
like
I like the
it's
coconut one.
It's like grapefruit, lime, and lemon for like $8 in the 24-pack.
I'm a coconut LaCroix guy.
I like coconut.
I can't. I've never.
I can't get on coconut like without some kind of backbone or something else to back it up. Like in beer, it's great, but just coconut water, even, or
I like it.
I can't do it.
It's refreshing.
Put the lime in the
Coconut.
Makes me want to gag.
Ugh.
You know what's super gross is like, you ever have that coconut water that has like chunks in it?
Ew.
Yeah.
I like got a can. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be like a delicious kind of sweet watery
Good for
treat, and then it's
hangovers.
just like, I'm like, what's in here? What has gone wrong?
You gotta chew it.
I think it's coconut.
Chew it.
Yeah,
Chew your beer. Good
Good
Instagram guy.
I just follow the beer Lego guy. That's all I do now.
Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, that guy's great. Give him the 4B bump.
We need a Louis Vuitton bump. That's what we need.
Right? Hey, I don't know your bags.
Boom.
Huh? What? So are we good? We're waiting.
Yeah, we're good.
Are we good? Cool. Welcome to Four Brewers. My name is Matt Becker, and as always, I'm joined by
John Holzer.
Jason Hizzy.
And Greg Nagel.
John. You got a collection to share today.
Yeah, originally I was gonna just kind of go into my cellar and pick some beers. I had some Beechwood beers I was gonna do, and
As you should.
they also gave us some of their sour stuff. And while I love Beechwood and I love those beers, I was like, that's kind of not putting any effort into it. So this morning I drove to Gerard's.
Wow,
to
really?
Go there for 10 minutes. And originally I was going to buy everything from Cigar City because we now get Cigar City out here in Southern California, which is dope. But when I got there, I noticed that bacon and eggs, which I think is what we will start with, from Pizza Port
That's a great
was
first beer.
there. They have 6 packs of this for $21, which is pretty pricey for a 6-pack of beer. But at the same time, it's bacon and eggs.
What's
It's
the ABV?
8%.
That's actually lower than I thought it was
It's
going
a
to be.
porter. It's an imperial coffee porter made with not eggs and bacon.
Yeah, what do they call it? Bacon and eggs? Because it's a breakfast porter?
Because it's a breakfast
beer?
beer.
It's made with
for you.
coffee.
It's an oat beer, right?
Yeah.
Oats, coffee, and something.
Ethiopian and Sumatran beans. It delivers a fruity blueberry aroma with spice, chocolatey biscuit notes.
I like all those things.
Yeah, so I guess it's just a coffee porter. So they call it bacon and eggs. This is a beer that I've only had at GABF. I've never actually had it at Pizza Port because I don't go there often.
I had it once when I was passing through, and I remember it was great.
They brought a cask of that to FerkFest last year.
What was in it?
Bacon and eggs, just straight up.
That's
Real
it?
ale. Yep.
Cool.
I was like,
Give
with
me-
fresh coffee, I think.
At first I thought you meant
I'm
they
like,
brought a cask
nice.
with actual bacon and eggs in it, and
No.
I'm like, this is why we don't
Oh
do
my God.
casks.
Trevor Walls.
This is exactly the argument against casks.
Andy
Just-
Black commits suicide.
Seriously,
There's no liquid.
We can hear his heart breaking.
No liquid or anything. Just hanging up and
just the grease.
just scrambled eggs.
So Trevor Walls, who used to be a brewer at Pizza Port San Clemente,
He's got a new spot opening. Right?
Yeah, Brewery X. He brought a cask with actual pork in it last year, which was like, okay,
Fun, I guess.
not
Weird.
I'm like, is this going to kill people? Just I need to.
Yeah,
know
there's
that.
that's
Like,
breaking some
come on,
kind of
man.
health code. For definitely.
Do not put meat in your cask.
Oh,
Bacon,
dude.
maybe.
The coffee on this is just stupid.
It is stupid.
It's like it's one of the most coffee.
it
coffee
smells like
beers.
coffee.
Straight up, it smells like cold brew.
It smells like carbonated. Oh my god! And you guys don't have as big a head. I've got my FerkFest glass because I'm representing today.
Yeah.
It's super fluffy.
It is. It's
oh
like
my god!
It's got a very big dark chocolate finish.
yeah, dark chocolate, real fruity, like they said, but it's like coffee fruity. You know?
It's super
Yeah.
fruity.
Yeah.
I'm not getting like a bitterness I would expect from a porter.
Right. It just kind of vanishes on your palate.
I'm getting a bitterness, I think, from the coffee. Like maybe it's just because
Yeah.
it's so coffee forward that it feels like I'm getting a coffee bitterness from it, and it's just the beer. blending with the coffee
No, you
taste.
get some roast bitterness from it, yeah.
Yeah, it's roasty.
But this is what I want my coffee to taste like. Because every time I go for cold brew coffee, I always, because I drink so many, I'm not like I drink them every day, but you drink so many coffee stouts that you get used to the texture of a coffee stout and the carbonation and the chocolatey flavors and stuff. And then you go to cold brew coffee, you're like, man, that sounds really good. And it's just really, it reminds me of really thin coffee beer. And I don't like it.
It's funny because
it's just me, but
a lot of times cold brew will come like really concentrated. And so you're supposed to like pour it over ice or like water it down or whatever. But there's a shout out to Arcade Coffee Roasters in Riverside. They make they bottle their cold brew and they bottle it pretty concentrated. And I just end up drinking it straight. So that kind of makes up for that texture issue.
Matt just puts it in the IV bag and
pretty much, yeah. But that's kind of the other issue is that halfway through the bottle, I am fucking jacked. Jacked. I'm like, I have one of these things at work that I'm kind of nursing all day, and I'm like, hey man, what's going on? Want to make some beer? Yeah. Woo!
It's like a 3-to-1 ratio, right? That's how I thin mine out. It's 3-to-1.
It's a lot. I don't usually have an exact ratio. Normally, I'll pour it over ice. I don't know what that evens out to, but
it probably halves it, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
It depends on the viscosity of your ice.
Yeah,
like if it's crushed or.
Oh, I was going to say. I think ice is always the same viscosity. Like that's literally
size,
the point.
Size and texture. Texture is what I meant.
Okay.
Surface area, man.
Surface area. There you go. But goddamn, this beer is so good.
It's super drinkable.
Holy shit!
Wow.
6-packs. Like, I could see 4-packs, but 6-packs, they're just going for it. Like, you're gonna get 6 of them. And you're gonna like it.
Like we already bought the holders.
Yeah, probably true. Yeah,
and I think it's gonna age too, right? I mean, you could put this one down a little bit, or coffee's not something you want to hang on to.
Yeah,
right?
coffee tends to fade out pretty fast. If it was like a really big stout, then I would say yeah, because like the coffee would fade out, the oxidation would kind of create some fun flavors. But at 8%,
in the back of my fridge, my beer fridge, which I haven't visited in a while because I haven't homebrewed, I found a Stone IRS Espresso, I think from 2013 or 15.
Did you open it?
I opened it, and it was pretty damn good.
Yeah, yeah, I could see that. Stone IRS, man, that beer ages phenomenally well.
Yeah.
Like that's if you like 3 or 4 years, that beer is
unfortunately
awesome.
Stone does not age as well.
Yes, some of themselves.
The older they get, the more fucked up they get.
More
They're really in
cringy.
their awkward teen years at this point.
It's midlife crisis. Like they know that they got to calm it down, but every once in a while they try doing something wild and crazy, and it usually doesn't pan out.
We're so arrogant.
I just can't wait for the Greg Cook video where he's like in a Corvette convertible. He's got like a prominent ear piercing, and he's just.
Oh my God.
He has a much younger woman next to him. Much younger. 30 years younger.
What's the license plate? Arrogant or something?
Yeah, ARRGNT. ARROGNT. Bright red Corvette.
On that note, I read an article from like an actual IP lawyer talking about the suit and basically saying like they have a pretty damn good case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you look at the advertisements and the way they're marketing it. It says Stone.
Like that they might get like a meaningful infringement, not like an accidental, but like an actual deliberate infringement judgment.
Shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Protect your shit.
Yeah, that's good. That's good for craft beer. But still, they're annoying.
Yeah, you don't have to like it's like I posted the GIF on somebody's thing, the Big Lebowski GIF. It's like, no, Walter, you're not wrong. You're just an asshole.
So
what's up next?
We've got it's just called Dope and Dank.
Oh, cool. I
From,
was looking forward to this.
Gotta get it.
Gotta get it. That's what it is. It's a collaboration El Segundo Brewing did with Dope and Dank. If you're not familiar with Dope and Dank, I'm not quite sure what to call them. They do like they cover beer events and stuff, but they
It's
also
a lifestyle brand, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, they do like little pop-up events.
There you go.
But their basic focus is promoting beer and
Diversity.
diversity in beer. There you go.
Especially
Huge fan of
in LA.
They started off as Black People Love Beer, and they had shirts and everything that they would market with that. And
Yeah,
I think,
T.O. Hunter, he's been doing this the whole time.
And Benny.
and I think they wanted to kind of broaden that focus, or bring more people in by
Absolutely,
calling
yeah.
it Dope and Dank.
For
and,
sure.
So anyway, T.O. works at Los Angeles Ale Works, which is Kip Barnes's brewery.
Follow the claw.
And he's we've done collaboration beers, but we never had our name on a label. And like they've been
Dear
around
El
for a year,
Segundo.
and he's got his name on a label. He's a great marketer. Like you talk to him, and
We
he
should
makes
just-
you feel like the best person in the world.
We should just start guilting all the people we know. Just like, I'm sure it would be nice if Four Brewers had a collaboration beer.
Yeah, next time we go to Noble, we'll just be like, we've hung out a couple times, just thinking.
I mean,
maybe
Dear Vito.
Dope and
maybe
Dank
we could-
sounds a lot cooler than Four Brewers.
Brew the shit out of it.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's cool. It's okay putting curse words on.
I don't know, man. If
On
there's
labels now.
if there's one thing I can say about Four Brewers is that it registers immediately in people's mind as a place they want to go.
Yeah, it's true.
Like everywhere I go, literally.
Where is that?
Where is that?
Where is that?
It's in my mouth.
At the beer
in your
summit,
ears.
I was wearing our shirt at the California Craft Beer Summit, and a woman goes, "Oh, where are you guys from? We had a similar name, but we changed it, And I go, "Oh, we're from Southern California." "Oh, wow, that's a good area to be in." I go, "We're a podcast." She goes, "Oh," and then she like turns and walks away.
Oh,
I'm like, okay.
so awkward.
Oh, you got
But
left.
it
You
was-
got left. You
I
got left
straight
on red.
got denied.
Love
Yeah,
it.
you got left on red, dude.
Radio
All right.
on internet.
This smells
So-
fantastic.
This is I think it's an IPA. It's 7.6, made with Citra and Mosaic hops.
Yes, and
copious amounts of it.
I skipped doing beer reviewer stuff about this, and I just drank it, and it's super fucking good.
This is like West Coast in a nutshell.
This smells amazing.
Like new generation West Coast IPA with like modern hop varietals, so you
Yeah.
get that like and not super bitter.
I get big blueberry on the nose.
Ooh.
The old Nagel bringing you the big
The old, big old. I saw on somebody in Massachusetts.
Straight
I follow
out of Massachusetts.
her Instagram. She's like a beer fan out there. I forget her name, but she posted a story like she had blueberries that were the size of like
a tangerine.
like cuties. You know those like little oranges, the cuties.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm like, what? Where did you get these blueberries?
That's pretty wild.
Corey in the
I'm
chat
like,
wants to
did
know
you-
if it smells pleasant.
It does smell pleasant.
It smells like Mount Pleasant.
Super pleasant. Like Mount Pleasant.
I don't know where that is.
What?
I think that's in Michigan.
All right.
I do get a bit of dankness on it also, so it lives up to
It
its
is very
namesake.
dank.
Is it dope?
It's also dope as fuck.
Derp.
It is both dope and dank.
It's derp and derp and derp.
Derpin.
Derpa derpa. Oh my god!
Sorry,
yeah,
I'm really
good-
fleshing out our Four Brewers casting couch thing that we have in the
It's like,
chat.
why is there a couch in the chat? It's a creepy couch.
And as Corey in the chat says, little do they know there is no job.
Oh, there's a job to be done.
Oh man!
The couch isn't that bad, Corey. Jesus Christ.
I think it's a very nice couch. It's
very
well. It's
comfy.
it's well lived in.
It looks comfy. I'm gonna set up the mic over there one of these days.
Yeah,
we did,
we only need 4 couches in here.
When we did NBT Brewing, that's where Steve would sit. And
Yeah.
have
Yeah,
a
yeah.
microphone set up and everything.
Yeah,
Like,
it would just like
I'm
hang
just gonna
back
do
there.
a whole episode where I'm just like lounging like Jabba the fucking Hutt across the couch.
what would be cool is if we did the show like this, but we all had our own couch, and then like people that could just serve us the beers as we drank them. And we just have our computers and we're just drinking beer and being
Yeah.
chill.
Sounds like we'd be bored.
Anyone want to be like our
Let's hire
manservant?
We could hire somebody, right? We'll give you, like,
yeah, technically we
$10.
could.
What's minimum wage now? We'll pay
Is it
minimum
$15
wage.
yet?
Well,
Or
I
is
don't
that
know.
supposed to be in 2 years or something? Probably 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Kyle says that would be our ASMR show.
Yeah.
What's ASMR?
It's like where fuckers fucking whisper and it's supposed to make your
It's
head
where you open a
tingly.
beer and it's like, whoosh,
Huh?
and then you can hear the fizzing.
It's a YouTube
I know what you're talking
thing
about,
with the
yeah.
whisper videos. Yeah.
Right.
It's
whispering.
It's a lot of videos like this.
Anyway,
Make your heart
it's a great beer.
This is amazing.
This beer.
This is great. Yeah.
I gotta like find 6 of these on the way home. You said you got it at Gerard's?
Yes,
I'm fucking seriously gonna
they have
stop.
cases of it.
Good.
This is a great fucking beer, man.
And it's El Segundo.
Stoked.
Like,
Yeah, it's El Segundo IPA. Like you can't really miss.
I want to say like the same reputation Stone had for making IPA. El Segundo's kind of stealing that.
Not kind of like all the way.
yeah.
Like I can't remember the last Stone release that I was like, sweet.
Aside from a brief moment in time where there were some El Segundo IPAs that had a bit of a diacetyl issue,
That's like a 2-month period.
their beers are always fantastic. So,
That was hop oxidation, John.
probably.
I'm just mansplaining diacetyl to you.
Right on. Yeah.
Thanks,
that was real
Jacob.
good. What next?
Up next, might as well stick with the IPA trend here. I'm not sure we've had this on the show. I didn't look it up. This is High Life from Cigar City.
It's Ohio.
This was canned
hi there.
on February 22nd, and today is March 10th, so it's pretty fresh.
Bottle Logic is out at Hunapoo's Day today, just so you guys know.
Them and everybody
Relevant.
else. It's great. Yeah, it's funny because like there's
Go one of these times.
the Hunaboo's Day thing is happening, and then at Saint Somewhere he's having a bunch of like farmhouse breweries.
Oh, okay, cool.
Or he's doing like
Highlight.
farmhouse as
hi.
fuck. So kind of like a I don't know if it's necessarily supposed to be I don't what's the word, like combative anyway, but they're kind of like, yeah, you guys have fun with that. We're gonna do our thing.
Well, here's the thing, if-
No,
complimentary.
it's Florida. It's like Beer Week or some shit out there.
I mean, if they're all sold
is it?
out, doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Just do your thing.
Yeah, in whatever area that fucking Cigar City is.
They're in Tampa, aren't they?
Yeah, it's Beer Week of
Oh,
either the
Tampa
city-
Beer Week.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I think we're to the point in the beer world where people just overschedule stuff. Like on my birthday coming up on April 28th, there's I think Smog City's anniversary coming up, and also the OC Brewers Guild Fest. And
Like
I
you think they
3
would have
other
checked
events.
with you, right?
Yeah, we're
I'm
starting to
like,
get
wow, that's pretty amazing.
we're
There's-
getting pretty knee deep into we're
Festival
right,
season
festival season. Yeah,
is
we're getting
upon
right
us.
at the beginning of festival season, which is great that it's starting now because
It's hot in the summer?
Yeah, exactly. Because in the summer it's miserable.
Absolutely.
So
Emperor's my
Highlight,
favorite.
weird ball game that's known for corruption.
I'm reading that too.
I always thought it was Jai-Alai.
Hi.
Jai-Alai?
Oh, highlight.
Oh, hi.
Lie.
Oh, hi there.
This isn't the one that's aging cedar, right? Is it?
I don't believe so.
They have one beer that's like an IPA that's a cedar IPA.
Oh,
There's a
Because cigars and so cedar, right?
oh yeah,
what's the ABV on this?
9?
9?
Ooh.
No. it's
No,
not-
I just
it's
said a number.
7.
Like, wow, it's hidden really well. 7?
7.5, yeah.
Okay. It kind of reminds me of like Torpedo with good hops.
Oh, that's sorry. The Humidor series is the one that's the cedar aged Highlight.
Because
There
they're
you go.
cigar.
Cedar and beer is always like way overpowering.
It's really hard, really, really hard to do.
Now, does Cigar City actually make cigars?
No, that's
They're just in the city where
they're just-
cigars are
yeah, exactly.
Cuban things,
I
Florida.
could not be less interested in cigars, you guys.
Yeah, I'm over it.
It's a
I like
it's a
'em.
particular thing.
I tried.
There's enthusiasts.
I used to smoke cigarettes, and I mean, if I could smoke cigarettes without any of the negative sides of smoking cigarettes, I would.
You could vape.
No,
Dude, you want to know?
They should make cigar vapes.
I would smoke cigarettes before I vape.
Cigar vape.
You're like this battery has a very fine draw.
I swear to
Is
God.
that car on fire over there? No, it's just a
Seriously,
guy.
I'm not even talking shit. I'm like, oh man, that guy's car must be overheating or something because it's a lot of fucking white smoke.
Yeah.
Oh, nope.
Oh,
It's just
vape. It's vape.
Dude,
like-
imagine if you vape in your car, like the residue on your inner windshield would
Yeah,
just
like,
build up over
that
time.
was just like I was like driving behind a car that seriously I thought was on fire, and then I pulled up next to it, just 2 like 20-year-old chicks in there vaping the fuck out of it, and just like
Blowing clouds.
blowing a robot.
dropping loads.
Gross.
You're essentially blowing a robot.
That's finally the robot's revenge. They've trained us to blow
To
them.
suck their dicks.
Sucking a
You're
robot
gonna
dick.
go and suck my cock.
What's the acronym for vape? It's like the robot's name. Like, V period A period. You get it.
Chat, come up with something.
Help us out here. This is certainly an IPA.
We should have had this before the
Segundo, yeah.
Very light body.
because it's way more mellow.
For a flagship, like mass market IPA, I would say this is definitely above average.
Little on the sweet side.
Considering though, like most of the country distribution, like year-round availability, this is a solid ass IPA.
That's true.
Yeah, for sure.
That's true.
Like,
it's a little on the watery side.
if you think about it, this is fitting in the same.
I don't get that at all.
This is in the category of like Stone IPA or Two Hearted or Sculpin or
I was
whatever.
Two Hearted was my thought.
Yeah, but in that
in
that
vein.
field, this one's one of the standouts.
That's true. Yeah, I almost bought. I should have bought
Very
Two Hearted
easy
the other day.
drinking.
I went looking for. I went to good old Liquorama on Foothill in Rancho Cucamonga and went looking for the beers I'm doing for the show, but also just like an IPA.
Yeah,
And 90% of what they had were 16-ounce 4-packs of hazy stuff for like $20.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want to pay that. So I ended up with a new Fremont IPA, which was great.
was
are
it the
great.
hazy one or the other one?
The Mountain Daisy.
The other one, yeah.
They just came out with a hazy one. I actually brought it.
Is that the one that Gerard's has for one per person?
Probably. Is it like a brown can? Looks kind of like a modern times can almost.
No, the one that I
I
got was like a 6-pack of just a regular
Well,
IPA.
spoiler alert,
but it
I
wasn't
fucking brought one if you guys want to look at it. But
nice.
it's not for my show because my show is a punishment.
Head full of dynamite?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's not the one that I got. I got something else. But anyways, this one is pretty good.
For a 6-pack of IPA, dude, I would crush this. This is great.
Do you remember the price point?
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
If
it
this
can't be
was
that
$10
expensive.
or less, I would buy it all day.
Same.
Actually, I could look on that same email I just looked at. Hold on a second. It is $12.99 for a 6-pack.
What a time to
That's
be
not too
alive,
shabby.
man. We're in a world now where, like, if you imagine like 5 years ago, if you're like, yeah, I saw Hop Slam fucking rotten on the shelf at Total Wine yesterday,
dude.
Like fucking like.
I was shocked.
We're probably gonna get some limited quantities of fucking Hernipers. Like fucking stores are getting Abraxas around.
I was stoked to see Founders Lager. Like,
Which is
they
great.
Just have like
It's okay, yeah. It's
lager.
pretty good.
It was
and I
all
guess
right.
that's
didn't
us
like it that much.
being like the old cranky
The solid gold.
beer geeks. But yeah, solid gold.
I have a 6-pack of it right now. It's pretty good as the resident lager enthusiast. It tastes a lot like an American macro lager, and I don't know that it offers much over like getting hams. Because for the same price of that 6-pack, I could buy a 24-pack of hams.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's the thing with the lagers. Like, I mean, you're not going to get a lot of diversity of flavor with that style of beer, I think. It's just a matter of who do I want to give my money to today to drink lager.
True.
You know?
True.
So,
I can give my money to Big Hams,
all right. So the
I love big hams.
next beer.
and I cannot lie.
I want all the ham.
I love big hams that I cannot lie.
So what's the next?
What's trying to get my sides?
So what's the next beer, John?
we're feeding into the patriarchy with this beer.
Oh,
Crush the
shit.
patriarchy.
Just know that. This is from Omni Polo.
Oh, man.
And I'm not sure where Omni Polo is from.
They're from like
Sweden?
the Netherlands or something.
Yeah.
They're from Scandinavia somewhere.
Because this was brewed and canned for Omni Polo by Dorchester Brewing from Boston, Massachusetts.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So they're not, it looks like they're not importing. They're just saying, here's a recipe, make it, and we'll sell it.
He's
here.
doing a gypsy style. You know how? Has anyone else noticed how gypsy brewing is like just not really a thing at this point?
I think it is, but we're just not paying attention.
Yeah, fair.
And because no one cares anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like that was just a romantic term made up to describe Mikkeller specifically.
True. And the other one is
I try to do like a Denmark accent, but it's like
Do you care about gypsy brewers anymore? Do
No.
you care where your beer comes from?
not really.
Neither do I. I mean, I want it to be craft and all that.
The main one that I'm thinking about
romantic
is Stillwater. They're like Stillwater. He's been doing all kinds of cool stuff lately. That none of which comes out here.
Yeah.
And if it does, it's old and in a 4-pack.
Data Sci Guy
You
says
think-
they're from Sweden.
you think
That's why I said first.
hey, do you think that
Yeah, I was
it'd be
gonna
pretty
say-
cool if Mikkeller did a beer with Gogol Bordello? Gypsy Brewing.
We could call it a heavy accent. This is my beer that I brewed with Omni Polo.
Okay, so this
And I'm going to sing like this in the same accent.
Dude, first show, third show, I'm fucking loving it. We're having a good time.
this is Noah, Noa Pecan Mud.
It has the pecans in it.
Matt, it says on the can what's in this beer if you want to read it.
I will read it. Does not say on the can, or does it down here?
Underneath
no,
Noah.
that is government warning.
It's
just Russian.
Matt's like, give this man his money.
This man is Miani.
Natural and artificial flavors and caramel color added.
Caramel color? Why?
Have you guys
I
ever
do not know why.
Have you guys ever seen that the guy on YouTube who just like looks at accents and dialects and like talks about if they're doing it right?
It's really interesting.
It's super informative. He's just like, they need to do more of this and this. I'm like, man, this guy's fucking killing it.
Yeah, he's like, well, they kind of glide into that long A, you know?
Yeah,
it's
and
really interesting.
But it's always like understandable and seemingly dead on. You're like, okay, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I'll glide into your long A.
Wow.
No, the best part about that joke was Greg broke. He broke trying to tell it the first time, laughed, and then had to come back to it.
That was a great joke.
I'm crying.
That was
All right,
great
let's
on
find
a couple
out.
different levels too.
Let's find out what's actually in this beer.
What's funny about this beer is I accidentally poured first into my rinse water,
Oops.
and it's just as dark
Same color.
as the actual one I poured.
On Untapped, and I think on their website it says, when I was 12, let's see, when I was 12, I dreamed of becoming a pastry chef. Call this a creative outlet. Thick, rich, and excessively decadent, this beer aims to bring back childhood memories.
It smells like marshmallow fluff.
It says brewed with aromas.
It's like if you melt
All right.
brewed with aromas.
This can brought to you by Google Translate.
Brewed with fine aromas, smells pleasant of love.
This smells marshmallowy and sweet. Like, this is what sweet smells like to me.
Yeah, it's like it almost reminds me of like a port or dessert wine where it smells sweet.
You can
know?
smell the sugar in this beer.
It's almost like if you melted down
Right.
Neapolitan ice cream and then made it carbonated.
It tastes like marshmallows. Like,
wow.
Like there's
That's
gotta
straight
be
up sugar.
marshmallow fluff in here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which marshmallows are just like what? Like sugar with some air and vanilla? Like I don't know.
I think isn't it like egg white or something?
What's in a
There's-
what's in a marshmallow? Hit us up, fam, on fucking social media. Let us
Hey,
know.
or I could look it up on Google right now.
Be like, Alexa, what's in a marshmallow? Computer? Nah, fuck
Yep.
them. Did it work?
What are the ingredients in marshmallows?
Sugar.
Oh Christ! It's reading a whole recipe.
Computer, never mind.
Marshmallow.
That actually worked pretty well. Just saying, shut up. I still can't decide between doing Alexa or Google Assistant.
Dude.
Google, 100%.
Yes.
I have both in my home. You want
the Google.
Yeah.
Like, it's impressively awesome.
That's
like,
cool.
I have a question. I'm like, hey, Google. Boom, 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 boom. And guess what? I get a fucking answer. And it's the answer I want. And I'm like, this is
It's
amazing.
usually pretty right.
Yeah.
Can you call it computer?
I don't think you can change the wake word on the Google.
No.
Yeah, I read somewhere that they're like working on it, but you can't.
But yeah, I'm like,
Alexa, no, computer cancel.
I would say the only real advantage you're getting on Echo is the skills, but I never use them.
Yeah.
Yeah, neither do I. I use it for lights and to turn on my TV. That's like every day. That's how we turn on our TV, by saying, Alexa, computer, shut the fuck up.
I swear to Christ.
I'm sorry, John.
Wow, it took that one seriously. It didn't respond. It was like, fucking fine.
Yeah, that's how we turn our Alexa, turn on Apple TV, and the Apple TV comes on.
Ha.
So
Cool. I just met a girl named Alexa, and I was very confused.
Sugar, water, and gelatin is the
She was
binder.
like, "Hello,
And
Greg."
purple.
Hello.
And sugar, water, and purple.
Sugar, water, purple.
Seriously though, this is like marshmallow sugar chocolate.
Yeah, it's too much, man. It's good. Like
It definitely
it's,
smells like pecan. This is 2 ounces.
you know what this is? It's a bottle share hero. It's like perfect to have a couple sips of, and then you're like, all right, I just died.
This is the second can I bought. The first can I had in the fridge, and I randomly opened it on like a Wednesday night,
Bad idea.
and I drank it, and I'm like, wow, this is really good. And Yvonne's like, oh, that's good. And I go, but I can't drink this. And I dumped it down the drain.
Oh.
Like, she's like, what are you doing? I go, smell this. She doesn't drink alcohol. She's like, that smells like candy.
Dessert.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to taste that. Like, and I go, well,
That's how
what
it
you
tastes,
think
yeah.
it tastes like is what it tastes like. It's
Yeah.
super sweet. But at the same time, it's got a nice bitterness backing it up. It's not like sweet to the point where it's like not dry enough to enjoy. I think it still finishes somewhat dry for a very, very sweet beer, but it's just like sugary sweet.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it's
it's like,
it's a pastry stout.
There's dessert wines and there's dessert beers, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
So-
This would be rad, like one of those like little nips.
What is it? It's
You know,
the fucking
little nipper.
Moscato of fucking beer.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, Kai in chat was like, "Look at my small little Euro fridge," and I'm pretty sure it's the exact fridge that we have right here in the studio.
Yeah, that's our fridge.
I was like, "Holy
same one.
shit! It's the same fucking fridge."
Not covered in stickers.
I'll put that back in the
Keep it
chat
up. Keep it up, Kai.
for the live stream.
Blam.
Step up your game.
but
This
Good,
is
good
this
grab
is great.
bag of beers, man. These were all
Those were
pretty
all
on
stout.
point.
Yeah,
Outside of the last
definitely.
one, fucking
dank,
putting me
man.
into a diabetic coma. But
Fun fact: this is in Europe. This is brewed at De Molen, which they make all kinds of really cool shit. Yeah, right on.
Good stuff.
Thanks, Jim.
Thanks.
If you want to find Four Brewers online, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram. You can find all that information on fourbrewers.com. Go to fourbrewers.com/live if you want to hang out with us in the chat while we're recording the show. Go to fourbrewers.com/YouTube to see all of our sticky, icky video content. Go to patreon.com/fourbrewers if you want to donate to the show because it helps us do all kinds of fun stuff. If you also want to help the show, go to iTunes or Apple Podcasts, your favorite podcast client, and give us a 5-star rating because that helps people find the show. If you want to get in touch with us directly, hit us up at feedback4brewers.com and brew the shit out of it. It's the smoothest I've ever done the outro.
that was
Good
actually
job.
pretty good. Yeah,
Bam!
It's because I wasn't heckling you.
This beer has a 4.3 on Untapped.
Dude!
That's not bad.
Fucking pastry.
Again,
Love 'em.
bottle share hero, dude.
Fucking patriarchy, dude.
I feel like a cat with a hairball after drinking it. Like,
Yeah, like I have a love-hate relationship with these guys because they do cool shit, but they also brewed a beer with like cheeseburgers and fries in it. I'm like, fuck off, guys. Come on.
You're like, fuck off. I wanted to do that.
No, it's like the weirdness for weirdness' sake is irritating to me.
All right, so if you're watching
get it.
if you're watching the video stream, that is going to stop now, and we'll put the new one for episode 2 on the website. Reload the website in about 5 minutes or less.